Yeah, this is Billiam. I recently moved. Again, long story, but I took the opportunity to clean out my closet of a lot of the collectible junk I've accumulated over the years, you know, to make more room for collectible junk. And just as I was feeling satisfied in my new clean living space, the dumpster truck that is my mind's impulsive buying habits pulled in to drop off more junk. I present the V-Smile Learning System by VTech. This thing has haunted my brain for over 15 years. I was a gamer kid. She said there's no lamer kid. I was just a fan of video games in general and the video game medium as a whole. So much so, I wanted to find and collect every video game related thing I could find, including this Madden 09 Slurpee cup from 7-Eleven, because Madden 09 was, get this, a video game. I've never even played it. So when I saw the V-Smile at Target in the toy aisle instead of the video game section, I got really curious. I remember the commercial too.
You'll never get into college if you don't play your video games.
I can't explain why, but this just made me irrationally angry.
I knew it was an early educational console, so I didn't want it. I was too old for it when it came out in 2004. But I wanted to know somebody who had a little sibling who had one. I wanted access to one because I just wanted to see what it was for a minute. It had a funky controller. It had a lot of licensed games, particularly by Disney. I wanted to spend like 10 to 15 minutes with this thing max, you know, just to scratch that itch in my brain. So get that brain cell warmed up. It's time to learn. By the end of this video, you'll be an Olympic athlete of brain power. Forget an SAT super score. The College Board is gonna award you the first mega score. We're talking V-Smile. Let's take a moment to thank today's sponsor, Raycon. Thank you, Raycon. Raycon has premium true wireless earbuds. That sounds kind of expensive, doesn't it? Premium, true, wireless ears? Well, if you think that sounds expensive, you're a fool, because Raycon has already disrupted the premium true wireless earbud market, and they're doing it every single day with the new everyday E25s, which work 28 to 31 days in a month. Consult the calendar for more information, baby. The best part is they're about half the price of other premium true wireless earbuds. Half the price, but they work all of the days. You do the math. It equals E25, baby. Hey, Raycon headphone users, do you enjoy how bassy my voice sounds right now? Hate the color red? That's okay. Raycon hates it too. Pick whatever color you see, baby.
And they make a great holiday gift.
And guess what? I got the hookup. Go to buyraycon.com/Billiam to get 15% off of your first order. And thank you again to Raycon for sponsoring this video. The V-Smile was developed and manufactured by VTech, a Hong Kong-based communication company in 2004. VTech has dabbled in all sorts of early education electronics, including video and computer gaming as early as the 1980s. Because historically speaking, baby intelligence has always been very low. VTech's first foray into gaming was the VTech Creative Vision, which aimed to close the gap between baby and adult knowledge. It was released throughout parts of Asia, Europe, and even Australia, where it was sold and marketed as the Dick Smith Wizard. All right, I've seen Lord of the Rings. I can picture the wizard, but what is a Dick Smith? Is that an extended edition kind of thing? Is this fella the Dick Smith? Dick Smith is a line of electronics stores. Okay, that is the most underwhelming answer this could have been. There he is. Richard Smith. In 1988, VTech released the VTech Socrates, which was aimed at your little baby Socrates at home. Baby Socrates said, "I stink, therefore I am." The original V-Smile has its obscure yet iconic orange and purple design. The controller has a container in the back, cartridge slot in the front, and 2 controller ports. So VTech was ahead on the curve of not including basic functionality requirements in the box and decided not to ship this thing with a power adapter. Instead, it runs on 3C batteries, which will get you roughly 3 to 4 hours of play based on my 3 gameplay sessions. The controller is this really odd paw pad thing. It's designed to be used by babies and very young children who haven't yet developed complex motor function skills, but complex or not, I do not believe we should be encouraging babies to drive.
Like Weird Al, there's something unironically cool about this controller. If you turn it upside down, there's a switch which reconfigures the controller for left-handed players, so that's real neat.
There's also a portable version which runs all the standard VTech games. It has crunchy audio and a really bad LED screen. The games come on these purple cartridges, which V-Smile called Smartridges, but that's a pretty dumb name if you ask me. The games are divided into 3 stages of learning potential. Early learners for babies, junior thinkers for the baby Rene Descartes in your life. Baby Rene Descartes is actually the one who said, "I stink, therefore I am." That quotation is often misattributed to baby Socrates. The highest stage of learning potential is masterminds, for when you really need to push off buying that Wii for a few months for your 7-year-old. The VTech really stood out to me because it had a lot of licensed games, mostly Disney Pixar stuff, but there's other brands too. Disney even published one of the latest games for the console, Cars 2, which feels so much more recent than it actually was. So I recently lost all of my brain cells by watching 10 years worth of Scooby-Doo content within a few weeks, so I really want to start slow here. Let's go to like the beginner section. I want to try to learn something here. I'm hoping for a mitosis by the end of the calendar year. Each game is separated into 2 distinct modes. The Learning Zone, which is a collection of mini games accessible by pressing the Learning Zone button on the menu or by hitting the Learning Zone button on the controller. First up, we have V-Smile's flagship title, the killer app, Alphabet Park Adventure. Hell yeah. In this game, we can hope to learn about letters, alphabet order, vocabulary, colors, objects, shapes, phonics. Whoa. I hear kids get hooked on that stuff. All the power rings have gotten loose in Grandpa's Alphabet Park, and we have to find them or else Alphabet Park will shut down. Gotta admit, I'm not looking forward to playing an alphabet game. I'm always getting caught up on LNMOP. Oh my god, I mean LMNOP. I'm always getting caught up in the rhythm. There's a drop-down puzzle style game where you have to place letters in alphabetical order. You know, oh my god, no, that's not the right place for N. H-I-J-K, I didn't get there fast enough. God, I don't have that baby reaction time that I used to have. Here, they give you a letter and say, find that letter. Oh, you see that? They throw in a Q there just to trip you up. This game lets you use the colored buttons as multiple choice selectors, but usually the button will just state the name of the color in regular play. The red button says red. Can you think of a controller with more clear user interface design? In fact, the controller will even repeat the learning objective if you press the help button, which is located right on the controller, which I like quite a bit. So the learning adventure and the learning zone aren't too different. The learning adventure areas usually have more platforming segments.
Use your joystick to move. Watch out.
Where the learning zone typically has more arcade-style educational minigames. But there's a lot of overlap in the kind of stuff that can be played, and while the learning adventure can be played in a particular order, like a campaign, each level can also be selected individually and usually focuses on one kind of subject matter, just like the learning zone. So I don't really see a point of the zones being separated, so I'm just going to discuss all the levels together as I see fit without differentiating which zone it came from. Alright, I'm still not ready for level 2 education, so let's stick with level 1. The Lion King, Simba's Big Adventure. We learn about colors by picking out different birds. We learn about sizes by picking bigger things from smaller things. Look at Simba. Kid's not learning. This game teaches problem solving. All right, we have to pick the right path. Is it the path without a gazelle or the path with the gazelle? Imagine this as a written problem on a test. You face a choice, 2 paths, one with the gazelle, one without. Which path is correct? Do you see the problem here? They only give you multiple choice answers when this clearly requires some sort of essay response. Find the animals. There they are. Okay, accounting game.
You need 1 log.
1.
You're doing wonderfully. Pick up 2 logs.
Okay, a natural progression in difficulty.
You need 3 logs. Pick up 4 logs. You need 5 logs.
Okay, they're probably gonna go up to a clean 5 logs.
Pick up 6 logs. 7 logs. 8 logs. You're right. You need 9 logs.
So repetition is key in learning, but there's so little actual content in this game. So much of the gameplay time is added up because the games go on way longer than they need to. Case in point, 55 logs.
Well done.
Oh, thank you. I was complimented. That small boost in self-confidence has convinced me to go up to level 2. But first, Simba sings his signature song.
I just can't wait to be king. I just can't wait to be king.
Wow. Elton John really put his heart and soul into those lyrics. All right, big kids play Dora the Explorer, Dora's Fix-It Adventure. Unfortunately, this is not an adaptation of the game in the show's intro, but fortunately, this game does focus on the coolest member of Dora's ensemble, Tico. Boots, you okay, dude? We have to find the parts of Tico's submarine plane mobile. What an ingenious way to motivate learning. Helping Tico. To find his missing parts, we learn about colors, match shapes. Oh no, it's Swiper. Gotta stop him with a quick time event. Any color button, okay. Oh, f***. Oh, no. Which one do I press?
To stop, swipe
I can't choose! The illusion, the choice! I can't choose! When is he gonna take it? Hurry it along, swiper. Okay.
Swiper, no swiping! Swiper, no swiping! Swiper, no swiping! Oh, man!
Now we have to choose the right path to go on. Dora gives us a clue about what's in the right direction and we have to choose. It wouldn't be so bad, but every single time Dora gives you a clue in a cutscene and then you pick the right way, and then there's a cutscene where she says good job, and then she gives you the directions again, and then she tells you good job like 30 times. I love the non-existent educational subjects on the back of the smartridges, like spatial skills. So this little drop-down game is educational. They do a lot of marketing wizardry to make basic gameplay elements like platforming seem educational. The illusion of education is the power of the Dick Smith wizard. He lives on in the V-Smile. The Lion King game has a section for developing your reflexes, but it's just a standard platformer with falling platforms. Is a game educational if it's teaching you how to be better at video games? Though I do feel very stimulated. I have a migraine. I think mitosis is happening. Okay, what game is next?
Scooby-Doo, Funland Frenzy.
No, I'm not ready for more Scooby-Doo. I'm just gonna go to the next one. That set mitosis back to next year. Oh, hell yeah, Finding Nemo. I'm so ready to learn about ocean life. This is just pleasant. I do love the ocean. You swim around and collect little bubbles, collecting info on different sea life, which can then be viewed in a collection. Oh wow, this is just so nice. Giant squid. But let's head on into the learning zone, baby. Hello?
You have arrived in the learning zone. For your learning pleasure. Whales are mammals, and the Humboldt squid is not.
Okay. Thank you. Here's Toy Story 2, Operation Rescue Woody. Honestly, the Pixar-based games are pretty fun just because they're charming little walkthroughs of the locations in the movie. It's got that crunchy charm a la Donkey Kong Country. Of course, the content of the game is easy, but it really only takes 25 minutes or so to get through all of it. And walking around a cute 16-bit version of a movie I like is not a totally unpleasant way to spend 25 minutes. That's my review. I also played The Little Mermaid, Ariel's Majestic Journey, which was not charming. It was just ugly. All right, time to get serious. Education. Level 3, baby. We're going with a game for a real mastermind. SpongeBob SquarePants, A Day in the Life of the Sponge. This one is a little bit more complicated because they start giving you some SAT prep curveball questions. Like select the letters that do not go in the word. You gotta read the question carefully. I always trip up on those do not questions. Read it twice. SpongeBob has to use his freakishly long arms, which totally freak me out, and SpongeBob is aware of that fact to choose words that rhyme. Sock, knock. The designers of this game are very bold. Oh my god, multiplication. Wow. Okay, here's some more wizardry. The game teaches you geometry. I have to find the pipes that look like the icon. Wow, I suddenly understand how to calculate the circumference of a cone. Okay. Just in case you needed me to say that games designed for literal babies do not hold up to my standard for what makes a good game challenging and fun, it's true. These games do not hold up to my standard for what makes a good game challenging and fun. I understand that they had to dumb these games down for literal babies, and critics at the time even pointed out that software provided on the VTech isn't any better than educational software on the more popular mainstream consoles provided at the time. And Leapster and Leapfrog and Pixter and the Pixter Color provided a more interesting creative experience for little ones to learn with. So I can shit on this stupid f***ing video game system all I want because it doesn't do shit There was even a VTech Baby Edition made for even stupider babies. Don't worry, I'm not being mean. I just mean babies are stupid when compared to the intelligence of an adult. Is that a fair standard for babies to be held to? No, but it's the standard I'm holding them to, because it's the standard VTech held them to. Babies. VTech thinks you're stupid. You should be outraged. But you won't be outraged, because you're a stupid baby. So anyways, I'm tired. I'm stressed. I'm gonna go get some sleep.